Hey everybody, I'm that girl Goddess. I'm out here, car running. I done pulled over to the side. I'm a little early. Not trying to get to my work site too early. But I want to talk about a lot of controversy over with small creators. We're trying to find out the do's and don'ts, and it's a bit crazy right now because people were starting faceless channels with their AI and everything, and found out now that them channels are being demonetized for several reasons. I can't go into all of it because I don't know. I mean, I don't think all the channels are. It's just how they set up the videos and everything. And I know there's a lot of copyright issues, and I'm just gonna stick to my format of me doing my own content. Okay. You'll see my face. I haven't got all the ins and outs of their YouTube yet. I have the equipment. I got to sign up for the Canva and make the thumbnails and, you know, but I'm a little behind. I admit that. I'm a little behind. But the content I post is authentic and it's real. You know, I'll be talking about a lot of trending topics because sometimes I see stuff or I'm talking to my friends or whatever, and they get to have a controversial issue, and I'll post about it. Okay. I have two other channels I'm supposed to be setting up for my cooking. I'm an exceptionally good cook, well sought out after. And I told people I'm a cosmetology and barber outside of me being a nurse, medical assistant, PCA, PCT, CNA. Got documentation on everything. Okay. But and construction, which I will be posting some of my construction videos where I help build some of the most well-known buildings. Help participate. I didn't build a whole building, but I had my portion in it because I'm in carpentry. But nonetheless, this channel, Dimensions of Christ, y'all know I was a pastor. I had stepped down after my first husband passed, and I worked in other church ministries as a pastor too, and youth ministries. I was very good with teenagers in the youth ministry. And y'all know I was an officer. Oh, yeah. CDL, commercial driver, for 18 wheeler. And I was going to be posting some things to help some people be able to pass their tests. Okay. So, this page is to really edify, build on souls and everything. And I'm very supportive on YouTube because I have watched YouTube for years because I was on the road, on the go, and on my lunch break, pull up YouTube, YouTube everywhere. Okay. Even we worked night shifts, some jobs, and we had very little to do. Security guard, I watch YouTube. So I enjoy content and always want to be a content creator, you know, praying, and I'm going to do what I need to do to be monetized. But I'm trying to do it the right way because I done had so many people, even people I knew, you know, channels was shut down. Content was lost. This is not my first channel. I had another channel, and I don't know what happened to that content or that page, and it was doing okay. It wasn't big. I was still a small content creator, but it was doing better. And when 2020 came, unfortunately, a lot of people that was on my channel didn't make it due to COVID. And I sort of shut down for a couple of years and started back later, a couple of years later. But when I went to return to my channel, it was gone. So I'm here. I'm going to put in the work because I was looking at a lot of content because we know I make a lot of shorts and a lot of my shorts will have music playing. I like to do that because some people like, short content when they can come in, look, get a message for the day, be inspired for the day, get that information and log off. They may watch 10 shorts. That's how some people are across the board. And I was doing that, but I have a lot of long form and I'm going to start I don't care, get my scripture for the day, but they're going to see my face. I don't care if I have the different shorts, they still going to see my face. Okay. I'm going to try to comply. I'm going to comply with the rules. That's for sure. But I have to get the understanding on some things because I was going to make a faceless channel for some things. But it don't seem like that's going to work out. I really don't want to get in too much AI. I'm one of these people, I'm against the movement of a lot of computerized robots, tech work, because it takes the jobs from human beings. Okay. I don't support a lot of AI channels. I mean, if you come across my feed, I'll look into it, but I don't really like too many AI channels. I'll be honest. I like to see human expression. It tells me a lot about the person who's doing the content. I like to see quality things, pique my interest. I like to see a lot of channels that when people draw, cook, do some of the hobbies that I participate in. I can't draw, but I'm going to give it a try. I'm going to go get me some chalk and some pencils, but I know that's not my talent. I had problems even just doing plain handwriting. Okay. I used to write a page and the next day I could barely read it myself. Okay. I'm not really that gifted, even though I put a lot of time in now, but I'm not that gifted. Drawing, that takes a real beautiful talent. And when I post it, I'm going to post the lady channel who inspired me to even try, because, these channels got a lot of, I know a channel starts off with PIR something, but these channels now, they have a YouTube email address or something, but I'm going to get it together because I'm going to screenshot it, do my face half screen and tell you about it because she's really good. And, she has a lot of good meals she cook. She go through the process. I was going to cook on one of my channels, which I still is. There's enough room. I like a lot of channels that's not overly, I'm going to say, scripted, professional a lot of time. I like to see real people and see them at their moments, and grow with them as they establish their page and everything. I like that because I like to see a person start from the bottom and go up. I don't follow a lot of celebrity channels because a lot of them sold they soul. I just look at people and they well to do, and then they want to eat up the YouTube money. Okay. And I understand people sign on to it and they deserve it. I'm not arguing. It's a legitimate job. But I'm more about the hard-working person that's having a hard time, especially the ones who don't want to sell their soul. I'm more about that and supporting them. People with good content, decent content. That's what I'm about, And I look for a lot of small channels so I can support them, but I also, and I know I don't go on pages talking about support me. No, that's not what I do at all. It's just when I see it, I look to see what it is, and I know how hard it is to get started. A lot of times you be confused, and sometimes you get some of the best information from a lot of channels trying to come up, because they sincere. They not just doing things. And, a lot of larger channels, they don't even recognize your comments. And I know at a certain point, when you get a certain amount of people, you can't recognize everything and everybody. Okay, I understand that. But they don't support a lot of small channels either. I just feel like quality is quality across the board, but if it's channels like, and I won't even say, I'll just say some kind of Dash and Dante, I'm not supporting channels that's not legitimate. You sign up for classes and you don't get the information, and it be or bogus information. I'm not signing up to channels where men don't have jobs, don't want to work, don't want to put the work in. Okay, get married and mess over their spouse when it gets to DV or allegedly DV. I'm just not about all of that, and I will quickly walk away. I can even watch a channel, even being Christian based, that is about witchcraft, okay, from someone who proclaims to be a witch. I tell people I look at for the legitimacy in some things, because when you raised by a family that were devil worshippers, you can recognize some things, because a lot of them channels, they try to teach you to be stupid spiritually and set you up. But I look into things, and this channel, what I do know, I will clarify, because you can't be raised in all of that and don't know anything. You can't be raised as an islander and don't know anything. I do. And since I was one of these people who I love going to school, I'm always learning, as you can see, with all the different classes and different certifications I have. Of course, I love education. I love knowing. I don't want to go to the doctor and think they're going to just tell me anything. That's why I got into medical. Okay. You're not just gonna, in a lot of fields, construction, like a lot of work that needs to be did to my house. I do a lot of work, and I teach them along the way. And I'm not stupid, because a lot of people come out here and do some shabby work and their whole process is wrong, and people open themselves up to them. So, yeah, you know, I want to know. I hang out with people that's in the business, and I learn along the way. I had an ex-husband that was a roofer. Okay. I have two. I have done roofing. So I'm not that foolish about a lot of stuff. I'm gonna get into real estate, learn the business. I bought homes, but I just bought them, a lot of auctions and stuff. Okay. I want to get into real estate, know all the ups, downs, ins, and out. Right now, the game market for buying a home through a lot of these real estate companies, especially with their interest rates and hidden fees, is just a scam to me. Okay. And I'm going to look deep before I leap. But I am going to also put a lot of information out here, you know, and I am shadowing a lot of people that's in real estate. Um, what else? When it comes to cosmetology, because I see a lot of these people, this stylists out here, most of these stylists out here that's rude and tearing off your hairline, because if they would have went to school and got educated, they would have known that traction alopecia and alopecia areata is real. And the way they was braiding so tight, I told everybody, I said, yeah, I ain't gonna have no edges. I was like, but people insist because they like the illusion. Now, my hair is long like this, not as quite as long as I got it in the back, but I don't have it 30 inches or nothing like that. But my hair is long. No matter what, it still come down to here, my real hair. It's just not as thick and full, and I like the texture of people of color hair, African American, 4C, 4, 3A, 3B, 3C. I don't care. I like it. I think afros are beautiful. I just like to see people hair combed. I like some of the twists, don't get me wrong, if I see they kept up. But I'm not too much into the free forming. You know, I'm not too much into the free forming. But this is what my channel is going to be about. It's going to be about trending topics, this one, and Christian views, lessons, the word being read, and sometimes political views. You know, my other channels I'm going to set up is going to be more focused towards like my cooking channel and different things like that. Probably different education on different fields. I'm still going to post some videos, some things to help people out because I know studying a lot of stuff, and I was an instructor for cosmetology. Let me explain something to you. All teachers are not good teachers. And if I can break something down simple, I will, so you can be successful. Even for seniors, I'm going to put a whole lot of information out there. You still got to take the class. You still got to take the test. But I'm going to help explain it. And so people can get some information before they necessarily go to the board and understand how to do some things. I'm about people's success and edifying, which is building people up. Y'all be blessed. I'm that girl goddess. Bye.